All right, everyone. Day one practice, Lake Guntersville. I think we can be on the lake here in about 22 minutes. We can officially blast off. So, filling the boat up. We're gonna be all over this dang pond for a little while. I like to practice like a cat on a hot metal roof. Good morning, everyone. Bassmaster Elite Series, Lake Guntersville. Practice starts right now. I'm out here on the lake already. Was allowed to get out here this morning at 6:06. It gets daylight at 6:36, so it's about 6:20 now. Out here got on my first spot. About to fish around for a second, just see what's happening. So hopefully we'll shake us off a bunch of biggins today and they will stay. But for the most part, just happy to be back out here competing. Got a little flipping bait, creature bait. That's actually a missile D-bomb with no hook on it. So that's the plan for right now, is to fish around with almost no hooks, get us some bites, shake them off, save them for the tournament. Ain't gonna throw this thing too far. Listen at them. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, dude. This is like the best mat on the entire lake though, for real. So we started on the absolute stone cold juicer. Frog a little bit too light to throw. So we started out here on a main river grass bed. This one gets a lot of current to it. There's actually current right now. And you can see them. There's a lot of fish blowing up around it. Don't know if they're bass or not, but there is quite a few fish blowing up around this area. There's a big hole in the grass right there. Look at that fin sticking up. There's a fin sticking out of the water right there. I wonder if it's a mudfish or a bass. Hey, I can't throw to it. You see it sticking over there, wagging back and forth? Probably a mudfish. There's a fish right there pushing the mat up, see it? There's one. He's back on there. Oh, big weight. I thought I got bit right there. I did not. It's hard to tell. Sometimes you'll just get popped and they ain't really got it though. Yeah, I did get bit because when I reeled it, he bit it again. It's a little one. This right here looks like a good little spot though.
So we've only been out here 40 minutes.
Yep.
And we had to take a break.
Yep. Shook off two. Lost one. Had another good frog bite that didn't never hook up with, and started raining, so we'll come over here for just a few minutes. There we go. There's one. Damn, I actually had a bite down there. All right, sorry everybody. Just caught one. Just caught my first Guntersville bass up here flipping wood in the current. Short fatty, exactly, short fatty. So, not a keeper. Probably a 13.5 incher, but he probably weighed over a pound. Pretty thick one, thick boy. But caught him on a mid-sized Zoom brush hog. The other day I was going to make a video with all the new products from this year's iCast, which I'm still going to do that later in the year when everything gets in stock, because all the stores are behind right now everywhere in the country. Summon Outdoors does seem to get stuff in, you know, sporadically. That's where I got these new Zoom mid-sized brush hogs, which is really cool. It's a dead in the middle of a baby brush hog and a regular sized brush hog, which I love to flip the regular sized brush hog, and this is just something a little bit smaller. I can get in out of the cover a little bit better. So pretty cool new product. Still gonna make that video at some point whenever everything gets in, so leave a like for that video. All right, so back in the back of a little creek now. I actually got a little bit of stained water, so that means there's probably some runoff that's actually in the back of this creek. And we're just slinging a frog around. You know, we've had some bites today actually. You know, I feel like if we was in a tournament today and I was catching everything instead of shaking everything off, I really do feel like we'd have a decent start to a bag so far. I don't think I've had anything real giant bite just yet, but I have had some bites, and some of them looked like pretty good ones, some of them felt like pretty good ones. So kind of like where this is headed, and we're just trying to like eliminate water now. Not really eliminate, but just find something different and kind of dissect down exactly what is going on in all this grass, because there's so much back here. I just feel like that if I find the actual deal, I'll be able to run it just everywhere, because you know there's going to be fish like to sit up on certain places. So whenever I figure out exactly what they're sitting on, probably gonna, you know, figure out how to get some bites and do it pretty fast. So biggest deal for me this morning has been out there in that river fishing current. I got a lot of bites where I can pretty much call my shot. So hopefully that bite right there will hold up throughout the tournament, and those are actually good ones. A lot of times out there in that river though, you catch a lot of 2-pounders. So it'd be easy to go out there and flip all day and get 12 or 13 pounds, and that ain't gonna be very good in this one. So if I catch some big ones out there, I think that's my best bet to do really well in this tournament if there's some 4 or 5 pounders out there. All right, last couple hours we have been fishing primarily in the current, way up the river. I actually had some pretty good bites on a square bill, which I don't really throw that a lot this time of year, but in this current, on these conditions, and this cover, that's like the best bait to throw. So had a few bites on a square bill, and had a couple bites flipping too. And then I caught one on a swim jig out of, I call it pepper grass. I don't know what it's called. It's that really green leafy grass that really lays over, gets a really good canopy. And then caught like a 4-pounder flipping that, and then lost a 3-pounder out of some of that mixed in with hydrilla. So we had some good bites flipping, had some good bites cranking. We're actually getting more bites and a little bit better quality than I thought I was going to get today. And I've already shook off, I don't know, 7, 8, something like that. So, you know, today actually is going pretty dang well. Got to go find a few more clean patches of that pepper grass, flipping there with no hook, and see if it really is a pattern, because so far only 2 little patches had a fish in it, and that could be just random, but we're going to see if we can run that. Little one on those swim jig.
What was that?
Sunflower seeds. Little one. That might be a keeper. Don't really matter today though. I think I know my pattern. I kind of wish it was tomorrow. This crap don't change. I mean, nice one, but not a big one. That was the same thing I did earlier where I shook off a bunch. Flipping up in these little trees that's got blown up stuff in them. It's really important though where they're located as far as the river channel. And this one's like juice. God dog. At the trolling motor. One little vibrating jig. It's another nice one. Back to back nice ones. Back to back nice ones. But I really can't afford to weigh in but 2 of these a day. And then you gotta have all 5-pounders or 4-pounders with it. So not bad. Little one, over a 2-pounder, 2 1/4.
How you gonna get them out? You ain't getting that?
Prototype jig right there. That's a nice one. That's close. That's 2 3/4, 2 1/2, 2 3/4, something like that. Not bad. He just kind of like rolled out of that hole, didn't he? I thought I had to go get him, but that's my new jig right there. Got him one. So today we fished a lot of really visible cover, kind of mostly current oriented, even we're way down the lake now, but you can still see that there's current in this place where I just caught them 2 back to back. So tomorrow we're going to stay in the grass mats almost the entire day, probably the big grass mats. Hopefully find one that's got a lot of fish in it, or just really good quality fish in it. Might start on it, catch a couple big ones, or catch a couple big ones at any point in time. So today we fished, you know, the stuff that I like to fish, stuff you can see, stuff that's got a high percentage area to it, it's got current, it's got depth. You know, every time we found that today, we pretty much got a bite. So I don't think this is gonna go anywhere, and I don't think I need to see much more of it. I can pretty much run this now up the entire lake, I believe anyway. So for the most part now, we got to try to find a place that is more like where the big ones are going to be, which I don't think they're going to be up here on the bank. I think they're going to be mostly offshore in that grass or out on some sparse grass, something like that. So that's the plan for tomorrow. And today we're going to maybe do a little bit of that for the rest of the evening. We got about an hour left, so still got time to figure something else out.